Apparently on Varick Street last night. We're getting details. I'm going to let Andrew kind of take the lead on this because he has it. But there was a fight in the street, and it seems like these bar owners down there did not allow these people in because of rowdiness. It turned into a fight in the street, and somebody was stabbed, and someone died last night on Varick Street.
Yes, Utica police confirmed with me this morning. I talked with Lieutenant Cormato this morning. He said it was a little bit after 1 a.m. I know one of the bars was at least closed already, and the fight kind of moved from one end of the street down to the other, and at that time, three male individuals were stabbed. One of them succumbed to their injuries at the hospital, and the other two were treated for non-life-threatening injuries. One, they believe, is out of the hospital, and the other may still be there. But at least three people were stabbed, and one person has died.
Boy, that is unbelievable. And as a matter of fact, I was just at Sickenburger, which has completely redone and everything in there.
Beautiful.
And listen, they have pretty tight security there. And I believe we have Michelle Klosek on the line right now.
Yes.
To give us a bit of an update on what went down. Michelle, good morning. I'm sorry that you guys are going through this morning.
Yeah, I'm sorry for the family.
Yeah.
Involved.
So what? So you said you had a statement first that you wanted to read that you guys are releasing.
Absolutely. Tell me if I'm speaking clearly so you can hear me.
Yep, I have you.
Okay. We are deeply saddened by the events of last night. We take pride in our safety of all our patrons. We use state-certified security throughout Sickenburger Lane to stifle the Varick. The principal parties involved never entered any of our establishments, and at no point were any of our guests in danger. We have a great track record. We've been there for 18 years, and we've never had anything like this. And we've always, our safety, I have so many guards on, and they're seasoned, and they're older, and they're wonderful. And they keep my patrons so safe. And this violence that's going on in the city, the state, the country is out of control, and I'm so sickened and saddened.
Yeah, and it went from and you know, we talk about this all the time. Years ago, somebody would get into a fight and there'd be punches thrown, and that would be the end of it. Today, you don't know what steps somebody's going to take. If somebody's going to pull a knife, 3 people, is it 3, Andrew? 3 people were stabbed. 1 has passed away. And you're saying this fight was in the street and was making its way down the street?
Yes, and we had already been closing up, and my security guards saw this. They got the staff and any of the patrons that were left on the sidewalk, pulled them in, and locked the doors. They saw this coming. They saw it coming down the road. Mm-hmm.
So it was a large group that was essentially, I don't want to exaggerate. Was it like a brawl type situation with several people that was making the way down?
From what I understand, yes.
Wow. And at one point, police were coming, and they thought it was further down the street. Can you talk about that?
Yeah. From what I understand, another establishment down at the opposite end of my street had called it in. It didn't take place in their place. It was in the street. And my security guards were watching it come down the road, got everybody in, and the police drove right by it because they thought it was at the other end of the street.
Wow.
And it went to the very end of my street. And then one of the persons that got stabbed came running towards our place.
And this is the people go out on a Thursday night or any night of the week. Everybody goes out. They have a good time. Mm-hmm. All of a sudden, it escalates to something like this, and it ruins it for everybody. It ruins it for everybody. In this case, somebody has actually passed away. At what point are we going to take a look at ourselves and say this is just this type of violence is just not worth it? What are these people thinking?
What are you arguing about to the point where you feel like you need to stab somebody,
kill somebody?
I just society where it's gone from where I grew up is.
Yeah.
I am disgusted.
All right, Michelle, I realize this is very traumatic for you guys, and I appreciate you taking the time here this morning.
Thank you so much, Bill. And
All right.
I pray for the family. the victim. Thank you.
All right. Thanks so much, Michelle.